Today is Eclipse Day. Therefore, it must be one of the last days on planet Earth, according to all the conspiracy theories. That doesn't mean if 10 of you peasants come and ask me a question, I won't answer it last minute and improve your everyday carry and prep so that you can survive days like today. And don't you worry, I am the peasant-in-chief. Hey guys, so this is kind of a series I've been doing for a while. You ask questions in my comments and I kind of just, go over them, answer them to the best of my ability. Or sometimes they're just really dumb comments. And I know growing up, we were told that there's no such thing as a stupid question. Like, we've moved away from that. There are tons of examples of stupid questions. I don't know if yours is gonna be one of them today. So first, let's bang out some damn coffee. We're still on this intelligentsia black cat joint. And the first one here is from Jim Alaska 49. I used to watch Tri-State EDC, then he stated he wished all guns were banned, make it so it was expensive to buy ammo and no civilian could shoot a gun. I unsubbed. I don't need to support someone who does not support the Second Amendment. Whew. That's a tough first one, is it not? Man, oh man. Well, put it like this. We're all entitled to our opinions. People have strong opinions about the first 10 amendments or the Bill of Rights. A lot of people have strong opinions about that. I like me some Tri-State EDC. For this specific point, I don't exactly agree with him. He has 2 points here. I don't know if Tri-State said that though. Let's just say exactly what you said is 100% true, Jim Alaska. Then it is hard for me to agree with those specific points. But I think it's okay for me to disagree with an individual and also at the same time still fuck with their content. That was kind of an example of where I was last year with Best Damn EDC. A lot of stuff I just agree with the type of content that he was putting out, but that doesn't still mean that I couldn't enjoy it. And by disagree, I was really talking about just the disagreeing with the contents, how genuine it felt. If you feel like that you can't fuck with that because of, the whole wanting to ban them all thing, then that's what you got to do, man. There's people that don't follow me because of sometimes some of the things I say. A lot of people don't like the way I say things like broad or females or something like that. So I may not be your cup of sugar. I may not be your cup of tea. All the creators that are here on the internets may not be your cup of sugar, may not be your cup of tea. And you just kind of have to like navigate through that to see exactly what works best for you. That wasn't a question, that was a comment, but I still fuck with you, Jim Alaska. I still fuck with you. All right, so the next one, let's see. The next one here is from Beefcake Bakery. Hey X, love your content, my guy. I've always carried a pocket knife as a farm kid, but when you got into BR549 of a blade, you lose me. Can you do a video explaining blade grade? To me, it just meaningless alphabet soup. I used to feel that way when it came to like blade steels and blade grades, and I'm like 60-40, okay? I'm like 60-40. 60% I understand blade steels, 40% I'm pulling it out of my ass. A lot of people that do EDC YouTube are just kind of pulling it out of their ass. If you were to just quiz us, then a lot of folks would have a hard time defining that stuff. Just like a lot of people have a hard time defining what woke is. I know what it is, but people don't like woke and they can't define it. People can't define blade steels, to each their own. But your question is, can I do a video just on blade steels? No, I can't, because I will be coming from a place of not being an expert in bakery. I will be failing you if I try to do a video just for that. But there are lots of content creators that are banging out great videos and explaining blade steels. You got Neves Knives, Tri-State EDC, Nick Shabazz, Metal Complex, which can do a much better job than I can of explaining blade steels. What I can explain to you is what I like from my personal use of blades. Like, what has my experience been with a working edge versus a factory edge? Obviously, a factory edge is kind of self-explanatory. That's the edge or the sharpness of the knife as it comes from the factory. Working edge is like, once that goes away, how long until I'm gonna have to prepare to sharpen it? From my experiences, I have developed that I enjoy a blade steel that's at least a 14C 28N. That doesn't mean I'm right about it. That doesn't mean that I know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. That just means that for the most part, in order for me to feel comfortable with the blade steel, that's kind of like where I like to start. But hopefully one of those guys is able to kind of like wrangle in your question and hook you up real quick, man. Let's see who we got next. Appreciate you though. So we got Scott Webb, content series based on professionals. What does EDC look like for EMT, a cop, a lawyer, a dentist? What about some psychology driving EDC behaviors, a few bits versus backpacks, loadouts? Okay, I see where you're going with this. So you were thinking about a series that I could do on this channel where I do loadouts specifically for those individuals. I can understand your point there. I think I would take that a step further because I am neither an EMT, a cop, or a lawyer, or a dentist. So maybe I could, let me know if you guys are any of those down below, because not just going with those high level positions, which are not a lot of people are those positions, but even positions such as folks that are in trades. If you are an HVAC guy, if you are an electrician, hell, if you do pest control and there's certain EDC you need to have around you because a wasp may come from nowhere or a possum may come out of a bush, there may be a lot of different scenarios for different EDC types. Oh my God, this one looks freaking delicioso. Delicioso. Yeah, that's good stuff. But that's something I would consider. Comment down below, would you like to see like maybe not me just blabbing my mouth about things I don't know about, but maybe doing interviews or talking to people that are in those different trades and just see what they carry. It might be as simple as keys in a wallet. They don't even know what a knife is. Or they may go balls to the wall and carry more stuff than we do. That actually is not a bad point at all, Scott. That's a good idea, sir. All right, next one here is from What's Update. Who makes someone an EDC expert? That's the problem. If you want to learn about EDC, you need to get away from people selling products and go find what people are doing with EDC in real life. So, what I would say is, there's no such thing, in my opinion, as an EDC expert. Everyday carry is just it's an acronym that was made up years ago and it stuck. I think that it's important to glean from the past experiences of the person that you're watching. I think it's okay to watch an enthusiast who's wet behind the ears. It's okay to watch someone who grew up rich, who has no hardships and experiences, because they can present a scenario to you. I think it's good to watch it from a perspective who used to be in the military, somebody like me, where before I got into the Marines, I did not do anything related to everyday carry. I thought the only knives that existed in the world were by Buck or maybe Mossy Oak. And it was because of the Marine Corps developing that spirit, being forced to carry certain items, wanting to carry certain items, I developed my level of expertise. That doesn't mean I'm an expert. And then you got people who maybe came from bushcraft, they found it as a hobby, they started using it or whatever. I don't know what makes anybody an expert. That includes, camera channels, tech channels, channels about keyboards, channel about watches. Are you an expert if you get paid? Well, I don't know. I mean, like literally paid for a specific reason. So like if there's an EDC curator, he comes to your house, he puts together an EDC kit for you and you pay him, is he now an expert? What if you never get paid, but you just live off grid? Are you an expert? Like, I don't know. I think you can define it better than we can, but I'm here to fix your everyday carry, okay? I'm the peasant-in-chief for a reason. And I'm an expert of telling you that I'm gonna get you right and I'm gonna help you pound sand. Stay here for the ride. I think I'm gonna be able to help you out, okay? We'll figure that out. We'll figure that out. The next one here is from 4 Acres. What did you learn from failing at a vlog channel and resetting to this channel? When you switched, did you think I'm taking A and B knowledge with me and I'm leaving Y and Z at the failed channel? It's a long question there, 4 Acres. But I get your point. I said this in the past. I had a vlog channel. It was called Tap Life Daily. And it was tap, the word life was spelled with a Y. It was, listen, the purpose of it was tap the most out of life daily by doing different things. And it was, what I learned from that channel was everyday vlogging is hard, especially when you got kids. When I had that channel, I had 1 kid. I now have 5 kids, you know, so that's a lot. Daily vlogging was a lot, daily editing, but what I learned was confidence in filming in public, how to use a camera, how to set the settings of a camera correctly, how to get lighting correctly, audio. I learned all that stuff. So when I come to this channel and I'm able to figure out what's aesthetically pleasing to the eye, are they gonna watch this channel because they can hear it, or does it sound like shit? Do I need to try a different background? Should I do this? Should I do that? So I did take bits and pieces from failure. I think that failure can drive future successes if you allow it to. Not always. I'm not coming up here with some, psychology trying to freaking trick you out and make you think that I know everything. But I do think some failures can propel you in life. The next one here is from Goku4658. Do you have a coffee channel by any chance? As I sit here and drink this delicious ass espresso. No, I don't have a coffee channel. A lot of people, since I've started this EDC Cup series, a lot of people have asked me, do you have a coffee channel? What's your coffee flow? I have another channel called MarineX Afterthoughts. I can revitalize that channel and start to put more cigar content, coffee content. Basically, maybe I can revamp the MarineX Afterthoughts channel to be heavily focused on individual man cave things. How do I maintenance and take care of a watch? How do I make coffee? How do I pick cigars and store cigars? That type of stuff really wouldn't fit on this channel. Overall, like man cave tours fit on this channel. But individual storing of records and vinyl records, or how do I go through and choose VCRs and VHSs? Maybe all that stuff can go on another channel. So stay tuned, sir. Stay tuned. I'm only one person. I got 5 kids. I got a fine ass wife. I got a job. I got a lot of stuff to take care of. So we'll see if I can fit that in as well. Next one here is from Xavier Gray. Eberlin stock switchblade or Vertex gamut? Well, because I've never laid my phalanges on a switchblade, I can't tell you if the Eberlin stock switchblade is a W or if it's a L. But what I can tell you is the Vertex gamut 3.0 is the one that I've used. I never used the original or 2.0, but the 3.0 was fantastic. If you're thinking about, both of these kind of have like concealed carry options. I think that the more viable option for off-body concealed carry, hands down, is the Vertex. They have that large pull tab. You can quickly open it. If you have like an AR pistol inside of there and you want to get to it, you're going to get to it way faster with the Vertex than you are going to get to with any of the Eberlin stocks. The zippers are better. I think that the actual feel on your back, so here's the decision for you, Xavier. If it's for everyday carry, so 80% of what you do, laptops, coffee shops, maybe a trip every now and again, you don't see CW or whatever, I will go with the bag that's cheaper and the one that you think looks better. If you need it for a specific purpose, if it's for rucking, you're gonna go with the Eberlin stock. It's way more comfortable. All the Eberlin stocks I think are comfortable. I've only touched the jackknife, but they all seem to have that great padding on them. If it's for CCW and EDC, you're gonna go with the Vertex. Hopefully that answers your question. I may have gotten it wrong, I may have fumbled the bag, but it is what it is. All right, the next one here is from Mountain Man 1978. All these preppers, I think you meant preppers, but you put peppers. All these preppers are showing off what they have. Are they a little concerned about the government finding them? Oh, the good old man, the government finding you. That's a good question. The government can fine you for a number of reasons. Don't pay your taxes, do some illegal stuff that's at the felony level or misdemeanor level for the federal government. Or I don't know, it's a number of reasons that the government can find you. I don't know, can you or anybody else name me one individual that you know around you that the government came and found? I can't. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but a lot of times I hear this type of rhetoric, like, are you worried about the government finding all your ammo or finding your stockpile of food or figuring out the fact that whatever? And I'm not talking about somebody around you that was literally doing illegal shit. I mean, can you name somebody around you that was not doing anything illegal and the government came and found them? I would love to know some examples because I ain't worried about the shit. And if they do come and take the shit, listen, the government already has a lot of things that we should not be the biggest fans of. An example, when this house is paid off 400 years from now, because it's gonna take me forever to pay this house off, I forever have to pay property taxes. If I don't pay property taxes, the city can evict me out of a house for which I owe no money on. So property is never 100% fully yours. That could be shitty in some people's opinions. I don't know, man. So the government, it's just something you kind of have to deal with. They're always kind of gonna be around, good, bad, or indifferent. It is what it is, but I'm not worried about it. Next one here is from LW1Z Fog. Okay, rumors that Benchmade plan on getting Dylan Mulvaney on the board. Can you confirm? Laughing face. All right, the Dylan Mulvaney thing. That's a transgender individual who, here's the backstory. Dylan Mulvaney, I guess, is a social media influencer. I had never heard of Dylan until the Bud Light incident. Bud Light made a can or a case of Bud Light with Dylan's face on it and sent Dylan the case. So they only made one case of this beer, sent it to Dylan. Dylan, being a social media influencer, of course, showed it off on his social media. Do we go by his for Dylan? I guess. So that made people blow their tops. I can understand maybe you don't like the LGBT community. I totally can understand that. But I want you to really think about this. How did Bud Light sending one human a case of beer with their face on it actually affect your life? Because I may not agree with some of the choices that these corporations make, but they are in there to make money. Now, they may have made a piss poor decision that cost them money, but their decision didn't actually affect my life. It didn't make me make more money, make less money, help me take care of any of my kids, nothing. Just like when people put things on the front of a t-shirt at a Target, it doesn't affect my life. It may be things I don't agree with, values that I don't carry, but it doesn't affect me. So I didn't get my panties in a bunch behind it. So if Benchmade were to put Dylan Mulvaney on their board, it wouldn't affect my life. Maybe it'll affect the prices of Benchmade's, I don't know. But I don't get all bent out of shape out of that type of stuff. I think that the best example I can give is what's normal to the spider is chaos to the fly. So the community that the LGBT have, that's normal for them. And it's nothing wrong with that to be something that's normal for them. But I don't want you to be overly influenced by something that's normal to other individuals because it's chaos for you. I don't know, that's just my opinion. I might be wrong. Let me know down below. Tell me the pound sand, whatever. I don't really care, okay? All right, last one here is from Arbitrary Lifestyle. Bro, the gamut does not look tactical at all. What the fuck you talking about? Looks like damn near every hiking day pack out there. That's your opinion. I don't really remember this video. What was this video? You need this size bag for your everyday carry. I think I was saying it maybe in my con section, it looks tactical. I think it does look tactical in some instances, but this is where opinions start and everyone has them, and it's time for me to lay mine down and shit on yours. So I think that in some way that you outfit the bag, it does look tactical. If you expose the molly, which is an option for the bag, it looks tactical. If it's fully loaded out and you get a specific color, it looks tactical. I don't think it looks like every day bag and hiking bag out there. I think day bags and hiking bags have a specific look to them. A lot of them look like the European joggers that you see on an airplane and you're like, I can't believe they let you bring that bag on this airplane. The Vertex doesn't look like that. I can't believe they let you bring that bag on this airplane. I know you've all experienced it where, you know, you can easily see the differences. The Vertex is not Jan Sport-y, but it's not really day hikey. It's kind of in the middle. That's just my opinion, but you sir can pound sand. You know, I think that my opinion is scissors worthy and yours is at the bottom of the barrel, but it's just my opinion. Okay. That's just my opinion. I think I've helped you out a lot today. You should thank me down below by sending a super thanks. But listen, you don't have to do that. You do not have to do that. Just hit the like button, subscribe. I'd love to have you a part of the battalion. If you're already subscribed, I'm not talking to you. I appreciate you guys once again for stopping by. I got shit to do. And ask your questions. You may be on one of these videos in the future. Until then, we will speak soon.